Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health
Everybody, it's Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show. Today we have one of my favorite topics. We're going to be talking about the best food you can get for your body, sprouts. But how do we grow it? Why do we grow it? How do we get it? And all that. Well, we got the man today, and he's going to tell you how to do that. So check this out. All right, everybody. Here we are today with Sean. And Sean, with his wife Jody, has a unique company, which is one of the most important businesses out there. It's a sprouting business. Sean, why don't you introduce yourself first to the Raw Life audience?
Hi, my name is Sean Herbert. I started Got Sprouts about 2 years ago, and my wife Jody and I, she works at Hippocrates Health Institute, and that's kind of how we got into the raw vegan diet. And here's where we are today, and we've grown tremendously over the last couple of years.
And when you talk about sprouts, what kind of sprouts are you talking about?
Well, basically what we do is we do sunflower sprouts, pea greens, wheatgrass, and we also do a sprouted bean mix, which has adzuki, mung bean, garbanzo, red lentils, and green lentils in it.
Okay, everyone I know who grows sprouts always say how easy they are to grow. So my question is, if they're so easy to grow, why do people need a company like yourself?
Well, a lot of people, we kind of developed our business as a complement to Hippocrates Health Institute. When people graduate from the Life Change program from Hippocrates, they go home, they don't know how to grow anything, they're looking around trying to figure out how to keep going from there and keep the raw diet going. So we're kind of a complement to them. We'll give them a call, or they'll call us. We'll put them on a program where we send sprouts to them on a weekly basis. Keeps them in the sprout life, if you will. And we also help with any supplies that they need to get it set up for growing as well.
Now, is this a local business, or could you ship all over the United States?
We ship all over the continental United States right now, and we're actually going international soon.
Wow. And your sprouts look amazing, and we'll get a picture of that in a little while. But tell my audience about sprouts. Why are sprouts so much better than non-sprouted foods?
Sure. Sprouts basically are loaded with chlorophyll, and that's the best way I can say it. Chlorophyll is actually one atom of magnesium different than the hemoglobin found in the human blood. So you can't get anything closer to what God created. And I always like kind of like the analogy of when God created our wonderful world that we live on, He put the ability to heal ourselves directly under our feet in the form of wheatgrass.
And now you're talking about green sprouts. What about bean sprouts and things like that? Do you do that as well?
We do. Bean sprouts are grown hydroponically, so basically they'll have the basic seed and they grow the little tail off the back of it. That's when they're perfect at time to eat. They're loaded with protein. They're fantastic for you. And obviously a lot of fiber as well, so they're very good for you.
And sprouts, they are so great. Why do you think they're not as popular as they should be since they're so great?
Well, a lot of people haven't tried them. That's one thing. The other thing is taste is relative. If you look at sunflower sprouts, they're becoming very mainstream right now. We're selling to a lot of restaurants, a lot of Whole Foods, a lot of local restaurants in the area are purchasing the sunflower sprouts. Pea greens are more for juicing. If you want to grow them a little bit smaller, they're very tender at that point. Then you can add them to salads and things like that.
And for people out there that want to grow their own sprouts, what advice would you have for them?
Get my DVD.
No, do you teach that on your DVD?
We do have a wonderful DVD. We also have classes that we help too. And a lot of people, when they leave and they want to start growing themselves, they usually give me a call and I can help them out. We have a rack system, we have trays, we have all the supplies to get started. Plus we have probably the best organic seeds you can get in the United States.
Now, I've personally seen your sprouts and I have them often, and I've had other sprouts, and I do think yours taste much better. But what would set you apart than other companies that sell sprouts around the United States?
It's basically the seed. If you get the best organic seed, bar none, you don't have to worry about anything else. God takes care of the rest. We just add water.
Okay. Well, tell us about your wife and yourself in terms of how you came up with the idea for a sprouting company.
A couple of years ago, actually, my wife came down with an illness, and that's why we moved to this area down in West Palm Beach. And it took us a couple of years to find Hippocrates Health Institute. When we did, Jody decided this is what I'm going to do the rest of my life. She became vegan, went straight into the program. She's now a program consultant there. I came down with a health issue back in 2004, and together, basically learning everything from her, the best advice I can ever give anybody is research this, do it yourself. Once you start seeing the benefits of this diet, everyone else around you will start seeing the benefits of it. This is a way we're meant to eat, and it's definitely saved my life, I can say that.
Now, people that are sprouting, do they need a juicer or no?
don't necessarily need a juicer. On our DVD, we kind of show you a lot of different ways you can use sprouts in salads, wrap sandwiches, smoothies. If you want to get into that, you can also do that. There's a lot of different ways you can create a nice healthy menu without a juicer. If you want to get into juicing, obviously with wheatgrass you do have to juice. We always recommend that you do. And you start off with doing 2 ounces on an empty stomach first thing in the morning.
And do you carry wheatgrass juices at your company as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you consider one sprout being more nutritious than another?
The three that we sell basically are the wheatgrass, sunflower, pea greens. They're called the superfoods. They're all loaded with complete amino acids, a virtual alphabet of from A to Z of vitamins for you. But the most important thing, obviously, is chlorophyll. There's chlorophyll in spinach, kale, and a lot of other things, but these seem to be the best carriers of it.
Now we're going to take a look at your sprouts because you have a little display here. This isn't the warehouse, it's a display.
Right.
But before we do that, can you tell everybody your website or how they can contact you?
Sure. You can give us a call either at 561-689-9464, or you can email us at info@gotsprouts.com, or you can reach us at www.gotsprouts.com.
Now, if people don't have any sprouts but they want it, can they still go to Got Sprouts?
Sure, absolutely.
Wouldn't that be Need Sprouts?
Yeah. Well, we kind of patterned after Got Milk, except this is the stuff that's good for you.
Okay. All right, so gotsprouts.com. We're going to go over and take a look at his little booth here with all the sprouts, and he'll explain them to us. Okay, so here we are. We're just coming right here, and first, now, tell everyone what this is here.
Okay, here we have the wheatgrass, and wheatgrass is phenomenal for oxygenating and purifying the blood. It basically gets into your blood, and my wife always calls it the little Pac-Man. It goes around, eats all the bad stuff, and gets out of your body.
Okay.
And just to show you, this is where wheatgrass starts off. It becomes a pad, basically, of all the different roots down here. Someday this is going to be a delicacy. This is all loaded with the sugars of the plant. The vitamins actually are up top here. There's all the chlorophyll is up here. And the way we package our wheatgrass is a little bit different than most companies that are out there. They usually put it sideways where it kind of mushes the top. So we like to keep the top as pristine as possible, so we actually pack it straight down.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
So
Okay. And then the second level here.
Next we have the pea greens down here. And the pea greens they call the perfect food. You could actually, if you're stranded on a desert island, this is all you had to eat, this would sustain you very, very well. You can see actually, if I pull up, you see the peas actually down the bottom.
Oh, wow.
And those are the peas.
Wow.
And against all the chlorophyll up top. If you're going to use them in salads, cut them a little bit shorter so you want them nice and tender. If you're going to juice them, you can grow them longer. They'll probably go about maybe 4 or 5 inches to actually juice.
All right. And some more pea greens.
Over here
And we
for
have
you.
some sunflower over here. Now tell us about this little stand. What is this and how could people get one of these?
This is actually called the Rossum Rack System. And we put this together basically to help people when they're growing into the sprout life, if you will, and they want to add on to their system. They can actually grow into their rack here.
Okay, so here's the sunflower seeds.
Yeah, these are the sunflowers. You can see where they start down here. These are the black oil sunflower seeds. Those are basically the best brand to start with if you're looking for a good organic seed. And as they grow, they're going to have the little tops on them here. And these once they come up to a certain height, which is pretty close to where we are right here, you want to water them down really lightly and then rub your hand across them and they'll pop off the seeds for you.
Well, I love these. Can I taste one?
Sure.
Okay, and so tell us, can I get this rack on your website?
You can. Yep.
And what's it called?
It's the Rossum Rack System.
Did you name that?
I did, yeah.
Wow.
Once you
Very
actually
creative.
Sure.
All right.
Once you
nice.
get through this, you can actually add on to it. So you just basically change 2 spots and it adds on to the system. So
Like
you can
Habit
grow
Trail.
with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Legos.
Great. Legos. Okay. So now coming by here, what's this little machine here?
This is called the Lexan Healthy Juicer. And this is probably the best juicer you can get for wheatgrass. If you're doing just 2 ounces of wheatgrass in the morning, you basically put the grass in the front, come through the top. It'll hit the end of the unit, which is stainless steel here, and then you pull it back, and the juice actually comes out the back.
Wow. And that's on your website at Got Sprouts as well, right?
It is, yep.
And then here's your DVD
our
that talks about how to grow sprouts at home.
Yep.
And I always say how important sprouts are.
Yep.
And
There's a double rack system there. I don't know if you can see
there's
that
the
or not.
double rack system right on that little film there.
Yep. This also fits every kind of tray, 17 by 17, 10 by 20, and 10 by 10 trays. So it fits all the trays for you.
And you sell the trays as well?
We do. We do all the seeds and supplies and juicers and and so on and so forth. This is the Omega juicer over here.
And that's what you like to use?
Yeah, I only carry 2 juicers. The only reason I carry 2 juicers is because these are so simple to clean. If you're just starting to get into the sprout life, these are the best way to go because they're so simple to clean. You simply lift this up, unlock it, slide it out, take it right to the sink, rinse it off, and ready to go again.
Wow. And how much of your diet consists of sprouts?
I would say, for me, probably about, I'd say close to 40 to 50% right now.
Wow.
I do a lot of smoothies in the morning, I do a green drink during the day, and I do wheatgrass in the morning and also in the afternoon occasionally.
All right, everybody, there it was. That's Sean with GotSprouts.com. Check out his website. I know him for a long time, and I know the quality of what they do is amazing, and they ship all over the United States, all over the world, so definitely check them out. This is Paul Neese with the Raw Life Health Show saying have a great day and have some sprouts.
Nature's wealth, good for your health. This is the Raw Life Health Show. Raw Life, bright.